Hi everyone, this is Muti. Welcome to QA automation classes. So in the last session we have completed like above and below relative locators, and today we are going to complete three more. One is the toLeftOf, toRightOf, and here. Okay, so let's go through the scenario first. Okay, so we can go to the internet.heroku app. Okay, Heroku app slash tables. Okay, let's go here. I think we have already seen this one. Okay, so let's say there is a data table and we want to click on this edit. Okay, so which is to the left of delete button, right? So and then next one, this is to left up, and for to right up we'll try to click on the delete, which is to the right of the edit. Okay, so this is the home page. It will be navigated to the script will navigate to the home page, and if you see, it is in the tables, right? internet.herokuapp.com/tables. Okay, so now if I click on the edit, then it remains on the same page, but if you see here, the URL changes to hash edit. Okay, and if I click on the delete, the URL changes to hash delete. Okay, this is how we'll make sure our script is working fine or not. Okay, so let's go to the IntelliJ. Okay, I have already created a class for the relative locator laptop. Okay, so web driver equals to new Chrome driver, so we have to first navigate to the URL driver dot. Okay, so put the URL here after the tables. Okay, so up to here we can put tables. Okay, fine. So we have navigated to the URL. After navigating to the URL, we have to click on the button, right? We have to click on the edit button, which is to the left of the delete button. Okay, so now driver dot find element, and here instead of the by we'll go with the relative locators, right? So relative locator class, relative locator, okay, is a class dot with, which is a static method, and then here you write by dot. Okay, so what type of locator we are going to do? So we'll go with the CSS only. We can go by CSS. Okay, so go by CSS selector, and now we have to design the CSS for the edit button. So let's go here and find the CSS for the edit. Okay, so now Control F. Okay, so now we have to traverse here. First we have to go to the table. Okay, so okay, so first table, for table we have the ID. So last time we have seen with the same class two tables are there, right? So better we'll go with the ID. So for ID, what we are used to use, so you can set table, okay, and hash ID. Okay, hash. Okay, for hash you have to give the ID name, that is the table one. Okay, so hash table one. So now the entire table is highlighted. After highlighting the table, what you have to do, you have to go to the T body. How to traverse? Greater than symbol, let's say T body. Okay, so we go to T body. After T body, we have to go to the first tier. In the first tier only, the last and the second last column are edit and delete. So last then we go to the first tier. So you have to say tier 1, right? But tier 1 you can say in case of the XPath, right? But here you cannot say tier 1, right? So you say tier. Okay, and you have seen, right, first of type, last of type, right, in the previous class. So we'll say first of type. Okay, so first of type. Okay, so that means the first tier only. Okay, so now till now we are in the first tier. So after that, what we need to do, we need to go to the there are multiple TD, right, columns are there. So out of that we need to go to the edit column, right? So edit column comes here, right? So if you see 1 2 3 4 5 6, so sixth TT we need to go, right? In that sixth TD we have the again two things. Okay, one is the edit, one is the delete. So sixth TD, how you would write? So again you say go to child td, okay, colon, and we can use nth of type, right? So let's say nth of type, okay, and give the index as 6, okay. So td6, so we are in the td6 now. So till now it is identifying one, okay, the entire cell is identified. Within that there are two divisions, one is the a, one is the another a, edit and delete. So now we want to go to the edit, okay. So how to write here, and again what you will say, go to child a. So here the by, so one of two is showing, right? So two will be identified with that, but we want to go to the edit, so we can give the attribute, right? So attribute here is href, okay, href equals to, give the, within quote give the value, this is hash edit, okay. So you can give like hash edit, okay. So now you can see the first one is getting selected, okay. So this is our css for the edit, okay. So let's say something is dynamic here, you cannot identify this, so you will write whatever you can write, you could write up to that, and then let's put it in the here, okay. Okay, so after identifying this one, what we'll say, dot, okay. So okay, dot, let's say to left of, okay. Okay, let's keep it here, okay, dot, so let's say to left of, okay. And then we have to give the relative locator for this one, the actual locator for the delete button, right? So let's say by dot, again css selector, and here we have to give that one, okay. So same thing for the delete, right? So if you want to go for the delete, what we'll do, instead of edit I just have to replace with the delete, everything else will remain same, okay. See, this is identifying the delete, right? See, okay. So now take this css and put it here, okay, right? So after everything is done, okay, so close the parenthesis and then say click, okay, dot click, okay, fine. So now let's say, oh sorry, it was already here, okay, fine. So anyhow, like this should work now, okay. So now it will be here, okay. Okay, so now we can run this one and see, okay. So right click, run. See, now it has clicked on the edit, right? So the edit is already clicked here, see. So this is the left up. So similarly we can do one more for the right up. Basically it will remain same, those two css will just get changed, and here to, instead of the to left up we will say to right up, okay. So I'll just copy this one because exactly everything is exactly same, only few changes. I'll just change it, instead of the left up we'll say right up, okay, right off, okay. So now if you go to the right up, so here two things we need to do. So first let me copy this one, okay, let's put it here, and this is the another one, okay. Let's put the delete over here, okay, and edit will put the to the left of css a little bit, okay. Here we'll make it to right off, okay. So to right off, okay. So what will happen here when I'm saying to right off, okay, so I'm trying to click on the delete, which is to the right of what, to the edit, okay. So same thing, everything remains same. So let's run this one. So okay, see, it has already clicked on delete, which is to the right of edit, and navigated to the delete. Okay, you can do a assertion on the URL and see if the URL is matching with this or not. Okay, so this is something we can do. And the next thing is the relative locator near. Okay, so what exactly is the near? Okay, so now if you go right, if you go to this, let's go to the demo page. I'll have some example there where we can show you. Okay, so let me close this one out, go to demo page. Okay, okay, so now if you see, this is the home page. On the home page, if you see, laptop is displayed, phone is displayed, everything is displayed, right? So now if I click on this link phones, okay, so what will happen? So it will, all the phones will be displayed, all the laptops will be gone. If you click on the anything only laptops, then only laptops will be displayed, right? So we're trying to do that. When you navigate to the home page, you will get the list of everything, but when you click on the particular link, that particular link related products should be displayed. Okay, so now we will try to identify the this phone link right near the to the category link. Okay, I'll show you that one. Let's see, these are the different categories over here. Let's see. Okay, so categories. Okay, so now if you see, we have an ID for this one. Okay, and then all other like by phone, right, by whatever, this is notebook, this is monitor, these things all are having the same ID. Okay, and on click property is different, and the texts are different. Okay, only that is the change. href is same, ID is same, only on click is different. Okay, so now if you see, we cannot identify it with the ID or href, right? We have to use the on click property here because that is the unique. Okay, so but we know the category has a ID, right? So we'll find the phones which is near this ID category. Okay, so how to do that? Just a control F. So we'll go and find it first. So we'll say let's first construct the XPath for the phone. Okay, so this one. Okay, so we'll say how to say /a. Okay, and 1 minute. Okay, so now go here. Okay, so and I'll say @on click. Okay, that is the only property, unique property, @on click. @on click equals to, and we'll say within the quote you give that value. Okay, by cat phone or something. Okay, so copy, paste it over here. Okay, so we already have the single quotes, so instead of single quote, put it inside the double quote. Okay, so now this what is it, phones is highlighted. Okay, so now take this XPath, let's create a new class, locator, and say relative locator near. Okay, new class, say relative locator near. Okay, so copy first 2 lines here. Okay, so go here, and here driver.get. So we'll go to the demo place here. This is the URL. Let's go to URL. Now we'll say driver dot find element. Okay, so here we'll directly use the relative locator near, right? So let's say relative locator. Okay, relative locator dot, okay, with, so by dot XPath, right? So what is the XPath expression we have copied from there? So the XPath expression, this is the XPath expression, copy, put it here, okay, by the XPath, then dot. Okay, so what we're trying to do, sorry, not right out, dot. Okay, so you will say near, right? We have something called near. Okay, near, and here you can say by dot, we have the ID, right? We can directly mention the ID. Okay, so by ID, I'm writing the ID for this one. You see, this is the ID, cat. Okay, so copy by the ID cat. Okay, cat, and then we have to do a click, right? Dot click, done. Okay, so yeah, let me put it down. Okay, so this is clear now. Okay, cool. So now if you see, okay, so now let's run this one. When initially the page will be launched, everything will be displayed. After that, mobiles will only displayed. Okay, so now it has already clicked. Now if you see, these are all mobiles. Okay, laptops is not displayed now. Okay, so this is how you will use the near. Okay, so yeah. So then there is one more concept, that is chaining of the locator and static import of the locator, and identifying the multiple element through the locators, that will cover in the next session. Okay, so that's all to this session, guys. If you guys are really enjoying these sessions, I'll request you to subscribe to my classes. Okay, and if you have any questions, put them in the comment section. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. So before signing up, let's push this code to the git. Okay, so let's say relative locators, and here to left of, right? Sorry, to left of, right? To left of, to right of, and near. Okay, near. So commit and push. Okay, commit anyway and push. Okay, these relative locators were also not committed. Okay, fine, I can push. It's okay. Okay, so it's pushing. In a while it will go and update the remote also, right? So if you guys are practicing along with me, you can go to the GitHub page, and from there you can download this code, or you can practice along with me through the video. Okay, so thank you everyone. That's all for this class. Bye bye.